yet another GM full-size Dana 60 hydraulic assist high steer crossover video on YouTube. Just want to show what was done on this particular pickup because it was a low lift, about a 4-inch lift, and it really has no intentional travel limits in either direction and has some longer shocks on it. So anyway, here's what we got. It's just a Ruff Stuff 3/8" thick cover. It has a mount welded onto it for 1 3/4" by 6" PSC brand cylinder that has been de-stroked to 5.2 inches to work right with the off-road design brand arms. It just has a piece of stainless tube that's been ripped in half that's acting as a stone guard, and it's just held on with some hose clamps, and that's just to keep the rod from getting nicked as I go down the highway. And there's the passenger side off-road design arm. Tie rod and drag length are both from Ruff Stuff. It just has a clamp-on mount, which makes things a lot easier when you got to dealing with adjusting your toe in. And there's the driver's side off-road design brand arm. And then get over here, look at it from the side. Stayed a regular old Saginaw 800 GM box that I resealed and ported it for hydraulic assist, and used the low profile Pitman arm sold by Off-Road Design just because it's gives me a little bit more room to put between it and my tie rod. And, gotta say, I used Loctite 545. This stuff is awesome. This has been leak free for a few months now, and can't say enough good stuff about that particular product. And so there's a shot of the tie rod. You can kind of see the clearance between it and the tie rod end for the drag link. And the hydraulic hoses have hydraulic hose wrap on them and are clamped in these nifty little hydraulic line clamps. You can get these things from McMaster Car online, and so I got one here that's on my bump stomp out, and I got one, oh, you can't really see it too well, one down there on the axle, and so that kind of gives me this nice loop that's not being held by fittings, and you know, if I snag it on something, I'm not immediately going to tear a hose off. So anyway, then we get to, well, how do you make all this room for all this stuff? And let me tell you that the stock engine crossmember is right in the way, especially with a low lift pickup like this one. And so that right there is the Off-Road Designs brand engine crossmember, and it's pretty slick. It was kind of a wrestling match to get it in there, but it definitely gives you the clearance you need to open everything up, and I have the most room I can have right now. Really the only issue I could have is that the tie rod could make contact with my oil pan if I did some sort of super fall guy jump, and honestly that's why I put these longer bump stops on there, to try to lessen that possibility. So anyway, there it is, yet another GM full-size video on the internet.